गोपाल जी, ये बताइए कि आज 5वां दिन हो गया। जितना सारा इमरजेंसी एक्शन आपने लिया था वो सारे लागू हैं दिल्ली में, लेकिन फिर भी उसका इम्पैक्ट कम है। AQI इंडेक्स फिर भी वेरी पुअर पुअर सीवियर कैटेगरी में जा रहा है।
देखिए, दिल्ली के अंदर हम सारे एक्शन ले रहे हैं, लेकिन जब तक ये एक्शन एनसीआर के अंदर सभी लोग मिलकर के नहीं उठाएंगे तब तक उसका मेजर इम्पैक्ट नहीं दिखेगा। उसका कारण क्या है? क्योंकि अभी सीएससी की रिपोर्ट आई है। सीएससी की रिपोर्ट, ये सीएससी की रिपोर्ट है। ये सीएससी की रिपोर्ट में आप दो कॉलम देख रहे हो। ये सीएससी की रिपोर्ट ने केंद्र सरकार का जो इंस्टीट्यूट है उससे डेटा लेकर के एनालिसिस किया है 24 अक्टूबर से 8 नवंबर के बीच का 15 दिन की एनालिसिस है। ये एनालिसिस साफ साफ कहती है कि अगर आप देखो कि ये दिल्ली का जो नीचे का रेड एरिया है, पोल्यूशन में जो दिल्ली का कंट्रीब्यूशन है, दिल्ली के पोल्यूशन में दिल्ली के सोर्स का वो केवल 31% है और 69% बाहर से। तो अगर लगभग देखो तो 30% दिल्ली के अंदर का प्रदूषण है। तो हम जितने मेजर ले रहे हैं वो तो दिल्ली के अंदर के सोर्स पे ही काम करेगा। 70% जो बाहर से पोल्यूशन आ रहा है वो तभी इम्पैक्ट दिख सकता है कि बाहर भी एनसीआर के अंदर भी उस पर एक्शन लिया जाए, तभी उसका इम्पैक्ट दिखेगा।
तो अब क्या आगे जब आप देखते हैं आप क्या कहेंगे? बिकॉज CAQM का जो डायरेक्टिव्स है उसका कोई यूनिफॉर्म कंप्लायंस नहीं है स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स की तरफ से।
नहीं, मैं इसलिए तो बार बार मैं दिवाली के बाद से ही मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूं कि केंद्रीय पर्यावरण मंत्री जी को एक ज्वाइंट मीटिंग बुलानी चाहिए। इम्प्लीमेंटेशन का निर्णय सरकारें करती हैं, इसलिए मंत्रियों के स्तर पे जब बैठक होगी तभी इसको इम्प्लीमेंट एनसीआर में करने में हमें सफलता मिल सकती है। डायरेक्शन जारी करने से केवल सफलता नहीं मिलेगी। अभी उत्तर प्रदेश ने कह दिया जी हम स्कूल बंद नहीं करेंगे, केंद्र सरकार ने कह दिया जी वर्क फ्रॉम होम नहीं करेंगे। तो जब तक कोई भी डायरेक्शंस को जब तक इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं किया जाएगा और तब तक जो है इसको सफलतापूर्वक हम अपने लक्ष्य तक नहीं पहुंच सकते हैं। क्योंकि ये डेटा तो साफ साफ कह रहा है कि दिल्ली का पोल्यूशन केवल 30% है, 70% बाहर से पोल्यूशन है। तो बाहर के पोल्यूशन के लिए हमें लगता है कि ज्वाइंट एक्शन प्लान सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है।
लास्ट क्वेश्चन सर, पंजाब में जब अब चुनाव आ रहे हैं तो कांग्रेस की सरकार ने जो किसानों के खिलाफ उन्होंने FIR दर्ज करी थी, केसेस करा था, वो सारा विड्रॉ करा है। इसको कैसे देखते हैं? पॉलिटिकल कन्वीनियंस ऑन द पार्ट ऑफ द कांग्रेस पार्टी?
नहीं, वो एक अलग मैटर है। मेरा कहना है कि उसमें किसान दोषी है ही नहीं। समाधान का जो मॉडल दिल्ली में पूसा बायो डिकम्पोजर के साथ हमने किया, उसमें तो काम तो सारा सरकार को करना है। तो इस तो सरकार की नाकामियों की वजह से किसान परेशान है। अगर सरकार ने पूसा बायो डिकम्पोजर को सरकार अपने दम पर अगर आज पंजाब के अंदर छिड़काव कर रही होती तो किसानों को कुछ करने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती। तो इसलिए बेसिक तो नाकामी सरकारों की है, किसानों की नहीं है।
सर, आपका जो इम्प्लीमेंटेशन है ऑन द ग्राउंड, वो जो ग्राउंड टीम्स जो चेक करी हैं, वेदर इट इज अबाउट चेकिंग फॉर पोल्यूशन सर्टिफिकेट्स और कंस्ट्रक्शन वायलेशंस, वो कितना सख्त है दिल्ली सरकार का अपना?
नहीं, हम तो पूरी तरह से ग्राउंड पे उतरे हुए हैं और ग्राउंड पे जिस तरह से अभी पोल्यूशन के लिए भी अगर कोई पोल्यूशन सर्टिफिकेट नहीं मिल रहा है पेट्रोल पंप पे तो 10,000 का चालान शुरू हो चुका है। कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट्स पे हर जगह हम मॉनिटर कर रहे हैं कि कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट कहीं चल तो नहीं रही है। तो दिल्ली के अंदर तो हम इसको हर तरह से वर्क कर रहे हैं। ग्रीन दिल्ली ऐप के माध्यम से भी अगर हम कहीं से भी कोई कंप्लेंट आ रही है उसको भी हम रीचेक कर रहे हैं। लेकिन मैं यही बात कहता हूं कि दिल्ली के अंदर का जब पोल्यूशन ही 30% है, 70% बाहर का है, तो दिल्ली के अंदर जो इम्पैक्ट है वो जब तक ज्वाइंट एक्शन प्लान एनसीआर का नहीं बनेगा तब तक इसको कैसे सफल किया जा सकता है।
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, the Delhi government has made a big push for electric vehicles. What is the status now, and are you happy with the Transport Minister Kailash Gehlot now joins us. Sir, the Delhi government has made a big push for electric vehicles. What is the status now, and are you happy with the progress that it has made so far?
No, I think we are quite happy with the progress which electric vehicles have made in Delhi, and this is what exactly I was mentioning, that when electric vehicle policy was launched in 2020 August, the percentage vis-a-vis total sales, it was merely 1.2%, and that has increased to 7% of total sales, and I think we are We have taken all the right steps in the right direction, and quite hopeful that we will be able to achieve that 25% target in 2024.
What are the new incentives that you are ready to give to promote e-vehicles?
No, we have been giving incentives right from subsidy from 30,000 to 1.5 lakh. Then the parking has been waived off. There's incentive on the registration fee. So all those incentives are already there, and non-financial incentive like which I just mentioned, the light commercial vehicles, L5N and N1, they don't have to wait for the no entry to finish. They can simply go ahead and deliver the goods.
Sir, it's the peak pollution season again, but Delhi is again found wanting in improving its public transport, especially buses that the government had promised it would procure by now.
No, buses we have been adding since last couple of years. It's not that we have not added new buses in the fleet. If you remember, just before the elections, Honorable CM flagged off a couple of hundred of buses. So in last couple of years, we have added more than 1,500 new buses on Delhi roads. We have, I think, a pretty good schedule for new buses which will be inducted. In fact, in last 1 month, Cabinet has approved procurement of, that is after we have got the L1, after the finalization of bids and we have selected the lowest bidder. Cabinet has already approved 2 clusters, I think last 1 month. That will be a couple of, I think, more than roughly around 300 new buses. Delivery would start any time now, maybe 1 month or 2 months. DTC 300 electric buses, already everything has been done. We're just waiting for the inspection to be over. So delivery would start very soon. And I think going ahead, we have planned almost procurement of 3,000 to 4,000 new buses. Most of them will be electric.
You mentioned that somewhere BJP is responsible for the delay in the procurement of buses.
I think that is very evident through a tendering process. The lowest bidders were selected. We had completed all the formalities. The work order, the award, which we say, the work orders were issued to the lowest bidders. The questions were raised by the BJP MLAs, and I think to each and every question I answered in great detail that this is what exactly has happened and this is how we have selected, and this is nothing new we have done. In fact, last buses which were procured in DTC during Commonwealth times, exactly the same tender, and we followed the same process. Central government constituted a committee. The documents were examined by that committee, which was constituted by the orders of Honorable LG. So 2 things were very clear from the report of the committee. One is that there was no intention of any person to get into any malpractice, or there is no corruption part. Second, there were no material lapses. If at all there were minor lapses, they were bona fide. I think somebody is not really happy with that report, and they then go to MHA and then they go to CBI, and the entire process has been stalled. That is why we are saying that otherwise we would have those latest state-of-the-art buses running on Delhi roads. I don't think there was any need to hire buses through private operators. So these kind of, I think, pressures and delaying tactics by BJP, I think, responsible for delay in procurement of buses. I think Delhi government, under the leadership of Honorable CM Arvind Kejriwal, we have put in our best, right from construction of depots to monitoring the progress. If you remember, in 2015 there were no depots where the buses would be parked. So if there is not sufficient parking space, we cannot float the tenders. We cannot procure the buses. But today, I think after rigorous monitoring and following up all those issues with a lot of dedication and honesty. New depots have come up. We have started electrification of the depots, and I think in coming times we will have good state-of-the-art electric and CNG buses in Delhi.
Before the next winter season?
Certainly.
Are you thinking of odd and even, sir, this year? Because Haryana government is mulling over it.
No, I think I have said this repeatedly that if need arises, then as a transport minister, I can say very confidently that we are absolutely ready. Within a short span of time and short notice, we will roll out odd even as we have done in.
But you don't see it happening. It's not on the tables now.
No, that call has to be taken by the government, and especially if we have inputs from the Environment Department and DPCC that now the weather condition is like that, or it falls under the GRAP, then we will roll it out.
Last question, sir. You have give us brought out notices for the hiring of 1,000 buses. What is the status on that?
Public notice has already been released, and we have requested all the private operators that they can contact the regional managers of Delhi Transport Corporation, and they can give the details of buses. One more thing I think which I forgot in the press conference, we Transport Department has written letters to all the adjoining states that we will not entertain and allow the buses which are let's say around 10-year-old, because the buses coming from other states, they are all diesel buses, whereas in Delhi we have all CNG and all clean fuel. So very I think in very strong words we have communicated to the adjoining states that if we find the diesel buses which are let's say more than 5 to 6 years old, and if they don't have valid pollution certificate, we will impound those buses.
Last question, sir, about challans. How rigorous is the system of implementing PUC or the compliance?
I think Delhi government and Transport Department, Commissioner Transport is here, hands-on, and I think last 2 months we have challaned more than thousands of vehicles. We have not left any stone unturned to ensure that there are no polluting vehicles on Delhi roads, either visibly polluting or otherwise. To the extent of that we have deployed enforcement teams and the pollution control officers, including civil defense volunteers, right on the petrol pumps and CNG pumps. Initially we advised them that if you don't have, then you please get the certificate, but now we have given very strict instructions that if any vehicle is found without the pollution certificate, he is being challaned then and there.
How many challans over the next past few days?
I think more than 500 or 600, or roughly around 300, more than 300 rather, challans are being issued every day.
Thank you so much.